Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your Star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is a big old haul of bars, some laundry, a couple of other things, but mostly it's going to be bring back my bars and other limited time offer bars. So it's just some summer collection items and things that I really wanted to stock up on because I'm not sure if I want to club all of these, but there's a lot here. So maybe settle in for this particular haul and have a good time talking wax with me. The first thing that I want to show you, I already tried to film this once and getting all the pieces apart took so long I thought we'll just redo the video. I have the Dainty Daisy in the Water Lily and Bergamot from our summer collection in the fragrance flower, and they are always beautiful. It's a really cute design of flower, and then you can see that it has a beautiful colored oil. All of our special collections now come with colored oil for their fragrance flowers. So you can get the key lime and grapefruit, I believe the pink pineapple sugar, and this, which is the water lily and bergamot scent from summer collection. And then there are a few other things I think on the website. And then all of our regular fragrance flowers, they have clear oil, but they're still just as beautiful, and they're a little easier to accent things with because you don't have to think about the color. So this guy, I guess we'll just put him right up there for the duration of the video. And then this is the first time in a long time my poor packaging definitely took a hit in the shipping. And there's one other item here that also did pop open, and this is a first. And I'm glad that it didn't go all over, or I would have had to call Scentsy. My beautiful tub of white amber antique washer whiffs did crack open, and there was a little bit all over the bottom of my box. So I did the Laundry Love bundle from this party closeout. I've got actually a combined haul here, and I have the laundry liquid, the washer whiffs, and the dryer discs. And then because you can get 2 sets of the dryer discs in that Laundry Love bundle, which gives you a little bit of a discount, I also threw in some lavender cotton, and you can see these poor things. They're just they all got crunched up in shipping. So this one didn't pop open, but I also got as a half off item the lavender cotton because I've been loving this recently in my whiffs. Now my mother and my mother-in-law both told me recently that they had a bulb that went out on them, the plain 25 clear watt bulbs. And these come in 3 packs now. They started that either at this catalog changeover or the one before, where you can't get your bulbs single anymore, but you get the 3-pack. Is still a very good price, and that way in shipping they have less of a chance, I think, of getting damaged. So I need to disperse those to the mother and the mother-in-law soon. And then I do have here, also in the Water Lily and Bergamot from our summer collection, the special limited time offer where you get 2 of this and 1 of these of the Water Lily and Bergamot for laundry. I have not smelled this, but I love the bar, which is very subtle, but I really like it. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, this is pretty. I knew I'd like this. It's sweet, just really light and fresh. It's very summery. I got 2 sets of this. So with the way that I use whiffs, I'm going to have way more laundry liquid than proportion to whiffs, but that's okay. So I now will have 4 of these and 2 of these, and I will happily use that probably over the next few weeks. And then I'll get into the other ones that I showed you closer to fall because I really like the white amber antique very much, but that's a little bit warmer, a little bit woodsier. It would probably be nice for August and September. So let's look at one thing where I think most people miss the very large size in the cotton cleanups that we used to have. I was kind of ambivalent about the difference in the cotton cleanups and even really using them, but the more that I have experimented with this smaller size, I don't like the price for the amount that you get, but I'll typically put them in as either a half off item or I'll use some hostess credits. And then for $3, I like using these in my mini warmers, and then because of how many cubes I use, typically 2 cubes in any warmer around the house unless I want to amp up something that's not a real strong scent, those work beautifully, and I have no problem with them. I still have some of the larger ones that I use in the basement, and honestly, I don't really miss them because I find them more awkward to deal with in all different shapes of warmers. So I think I'm in the minority, but I like the switch other than the fact that I think you got better bang for your buck with the larger cleanups. So then we have all this wax, and at the end, I do have 2 warmers to show you. The one that my daughter picked to gift to her friend, and one that I should have gotten, I'm thinking, years and years ago, because I have been dealing with Scentsy for over 10 years as a customer, and this is one of those classic warmers that I think has been in the catalog literally the entire time, and I've just never bought it. So you guys can laugh at me when I find out this is something that I should have had in my life for years, but, you know, we'll unbox that later. So let's start with what I said is primarily going to be Bring Back My Bars mixed with a few other things that are in this gigantic pouch of wax. Lemon Lavender is a really cute two-tone bar that was in and is currently in our Bring Back My Bar 25 bar collection. And currently, I think this is the last day that you can vote for the Bring Back My Bar, where the bars will be showing up in January. So the first 2 days, we were able to vote on way throwback scents from the first Scentsy catalog because they're doing this whole Cheers to 20 Years promotion. And yesterday and today, I believe you can vote on a lot of really good bars, guys. So if you haven't really taken a peek because you think maybe you're bored with the Bring Back My Bar voting, there's some really nice variety choices this time, things that we haven't seen in a long time. There's one that I'll put in a plug for. Vote for Farmhouse Fir if you like sweet, gentle, Christmassy scents that aren't too piney. Every year that gets up into the top 25 and then it never makes it. So let's get that one pushed over the edge. It's still in my club, but if I didn't have that, I'd be fighting for it like tooth and nail because it's such a good bar. And there are a lot of other really neat ones too. I wanted Gingerbread Hugs back last time and it seems to be holding its own again in the voting. So maybe we'll get that one in January too. Anyway, back to the Lemon and Lavender. This was a really nice lavender scent. With the lemon, it added strength that I like in a lavender bar. Oh, it's so nice. This one did go into my bi-monthly club. So if you guys are looking for recommendations of, you know, over the long haul, what are you liking best, Elizabeth, you're going to see in here the ones that after I've rewarmed all the cubes from my tester kit, basically, you know, as a consultant, you can get an early access kit of your BBMBs. Actually, you can get a couple of them, but I only ever get one. This is a bar that made the cut and went directly into my club. So nice. Another one that I knew was going into my bi-monthly club is Coconut Daiquiri. And there are 3 or 4, I think 3 bars in this haul where I want to kind of compare them together. So I'm going to put this aside. Things that have a coconut note. There are 3. We've got the Coconut Daiquiri and the Coconut Citrus Parfait in Bring Back My Bar. And then I think that I ordered some of the coconut bar that is in the summer collection. And I want to sniff those together for you guys in case you're wondering which one of these 3 should I pick if I only want one coconut bar. So then the next one here is Red Delicious. I did not club this because red apple scents. We have Johnny Appleseed in the catalog. I have some apple press. I've got another one that I'm not remembering the name of, and this. But this one is really nice. And from looking at all the Bring Back My Bar vote things, I think this might be an original scent from way back in the day. And people were laughing about that, like, why is that in the voting? We currently have it, and it doesn't look like it made it again, thank God. But this one is a little bit less powerful than Johnny Appleseed, and there's just something subtly different about it that I really like. So I wanted at least a couple more. So then the next one I've got here, I just bought one more of this because I'm kind of thinking, I'm never in the mood for watermelon until I'm in the mood for watermelon. So I got one more of Wild Watermelon, which is a good, strong, candied watermelon scent. It has apple, and what else is in here? I did pull this, the promotional, like, what's the word I want? You know how you just love to be talking to someone, or here I am on camera, and you completely forget what you want to say. The descriptions of all the Bring Back My Bars, I pulled them up because they were very different, which is great, but I don't remember the things that are in them because I'm not super familiar with these bars. So this one's got ripe watermelon, green apple, scrumptious sugared pineapple. And it must be the pineapple in this that makes it slightly different than most other watermelon bars we've had. So I wanted one more, and then I have one called Watermelon Wave somewhere in the basement that I love. That's watermelon with, I think, a hint of lime. This will be good with that sometime in August when I just want a really good fruity day. Here is Juicy Peach. Now this one is, I think, the most divisive of all the bars that we have for this round to Bring Back My Bar. Some people are getting some nasty scents out of this. And I have to admit that when I just sniffed this on cold, I was a little bit nervous about it myself. But when I warmed it, at least the very first bar really won my heart over. I don't think this is going to stay in my club. I may have thrown it in just so I don't forget about it. But I'll probably be editing that out as soon as I melt through a couple more of these. Not because I don't love it, but because I probably won't do enough of this to justify keeping it in my club, but I put it in there on probation because this is beautiful to my nose. Now, some people, they're just getting the nastiest things out of it, and that's fine, and we all smell things differently, but that threw well for me, and it really smelled like a peach, and I was impressed. If you guys watched my last What I've Been Warming, this bar, this Happy-Go-Lucky, I put this in my bi-monthly club when I warmed the rest of it in my bedroom, the rest of my very first bar from my kit. This is so beautiful. And this has red berries, orchid, Japanese plum, and amber vanilla. And I love orchid, and I love amber and vanilla together. And then you add that little bit of plum, and the berries, you know, I can take or leave the red berries that are in all these pink bars, but something about this was just a home run for me last week, and I loved it. So I put this unexpectedly quite high on my list of saving things in my clubs. The next one I've got here is one of those coconut bars, Coconut Citrus Parfait. This has been getting a lot of press. People have been much more impressed with this than, and I can't get this to scroll now, there we go, with this than they thought they were going to be. I saw a comment on my channel where a girl said this is her absolute favorite Scentsy scent of all time, and I really do get that after melting this once, how you could fall in love with this one so much. So this has the coconut milk, the vanilla bean, and the citrus. So between this one and Coconut Daiquiri, there are some differences, but it's the most like the other coconut one that I think I'll be fishing out of here eventually. Ooh, here's some sea salt mist. This is so beautiful. This is the other bar that I just gave rave reviews for scent. Now, its throw isn't very good. I'm hoping that it will improve. This is one of those really light, conceptual, sea misty kind of scents that they do occasionally. We don't really have one right now. We haven't in the last couple years except for Pacific Mist, which to me that was almost scentless in my home, so this one's better. So driftwood, beach grass, ocean mist, sea salt, mandarin, and sultry amber. You would think with all those things in this bar that it would be a powerhouse, but it's not. But it's so lovely. And it's the kind of thing where if you had a headache or you just didn't want to be bowled over, this is still beautiful. It's still present in your home. And I absolutely loved it. That one in my bi-monthly club too. So next to my big bag of wax here, we have, more Juicy Peach. A lot of these are going to be duplicates as we go through. More Coconut Citrus Parfait, because I think I got 3 or 4 like combined between the 2 orders of both of those. Another Coconut Citrus Parfait. Another Coconut Citrus Parfait. A lime and sugarcane. There are a couple of these in here. Now, I was a little bit cautious in my initial review of this because we had this years ago in the catalog and I really liked it. And Patricia Gates loves this. She talked about it for years. I really missed it. And Carrie at Carrie's Scent Connection, she absolutely adores this. I really missed it, and I had wanted to see if I could find some on the black market. The one bar I got a hold of was truly spoiled and rancid, didn't smell anything like it was supposed to, and had to throw it out. This bar, though, when I first got it in my kit, I'm like, now that I smelled Mojito Mambo and some other coconutty and lime mix type scents like our Cocoa Lime, do I really love this as much as I used to? And I wasn't sure that I did, but then I warmed this and I did half of my warmers with this and half of my warmers with the key lime and grapefruit from our summer collection. And it just has this beautiful earthy groundedness that goes for days. It's got the lime. It's got not really a bitterness, but it's got a very heavy and kind of green note. But I really enjoyed it. There's just something different about this bar. It's quite good, so I threw it into my quarterly club. And I wasn't initially going to do that, but it was great on performance. So there's another one of those. Here is another Happy-Go-Lucky. Oops. Here we have a lemon sorbet. Now this is just regular old catalog, but this is the time of year where I like to mix watermelon things with lemon things. Now I wouldn't necessarily do the wild watermelon with this. I'm not sure if that would have too many conflicting notes. But something like watermelon tangerine, watermelon wave, watermelon patch that's a little more pure and simple is so good with lemon sorbet. And it makes the most incredible watermelon lemonade. It's so nice, you guys. So that's why I got that. And then more sea salt mist. I'm going to be melting a good bit of that probably tomorrow. More sea salt mist. That's one of those bars where if you really want to experience it, I probably need 2 full bars all over the house. More sea salt mist. like I said, I got pretty happy with my duplicates. Here's the one where of all the bars that'll be in this haul, you only need a couple cubes, like a couple cubes of this in a space. Sea, sun, and fun has got to be the strongest thing. Oh, I love it though. And this is just vacation in a bar. It smells like little kids slathered in sunblock with their little water wings, you know, the little floaties and their funny little sun hats, and they're out on the Lake Michigan beach for me. I mean, if you grew up by the ocean, you would imagine that. And you can hear them giggling and you can hear the waves coming in. It's just sea, sun, and fun. It is one of those tearjerker, totally nostalgic, fabulous bars for me. And if I could only have one bar out of this whole Bring Back My Bar, that's the one I would keep. And it's just amazing. Okay, lemon verbena. Here's another beauty from our 25 bars here in the Bring Back My Bar. I like this better than the lime and sugar cane. It doesn't last as long, but oh, is this pretty. But I love lemon verbena, and my husband adores this bar. This bar is, I think, only second to Squeeze the Day in his estimation. It's so happy. Lemon zest, bright lime, and verbena leaf. And I know for some people this smells almost like a household cleaner to them. I don't get that. Now, I think I had this in dish soap, and that was a little far over into the cleaner side, but years ago. But this is so beautiful in a bar, and it's a pick-me-up. It's happy. It's not too sharp for me. It's just gorgeous when you add that little bit of lime and lemon to the verbena leaf, which is a plant that has a beautiful lemony scent. So then more Red Delicious, and I know I only got 2 of those because I still have apple press I haven't melted from like 3 years ago. Okay, more lemon verbena. I have, I think, only 1 bar of Dark Harbor for now. I threw this in my bi-monthly club pretty much immediately when we could deal with our bars and club them. This is beautiful. I've been hearing people are having trouble with performance on this. This is not causing me any worries. I really enjoyed it. It was sort of medium. It's lime, blue-green mint, which I don't really get any mint in this, the ocean lavender, and the mysterious amber. And it's probably the lavender and the amber together. It's just beautiful. It's not quite cologne-y, and it was subtle in my house. It wasn't overwhelming, but it was really good. Actually, I might like this with sea salt mist in alternate warmers, because this would not be so heavy that it would overwhelm that, or this would be amazing with Southern Evening. So good, you guys. So that is a great bar. Then I've got Berry Sweet. This is a catalog bar. I just threw one in because I knew I wanted some more. This is just so happy. It's so sugary, beautiful strawberry and blueberry, just so delightful. Such a beautiful scent. Makes me happy. Let's see here. I'm running out of places to put piles of bars. Then I have a couple of Reggae Sunset. Now here's another one that I think I put this in my quarterly. I need to check. I just fell in love with this. This one is mandarin, orange blossom, and lime. And they say there's a spicy finish. I don't know if I really get much in the way of spice. If there's anything, there's maybe just a hint of cayenne. But I love orange zest, and I love orange blossom in pretty much anything, perfume, things, because Sea, Sun, and Fun, I didn't read you that. That has orange twist, lily petals, amber, and salt water, so that really almost gives you that orange blossomy kind of thing. But, oh, this is so good. It's got the same oil as your Mandarin Moon, but it goes very summer rather than super heavy in fall, and that little bit of lime keeps it bright. It's just exceptional. So this one makes me very happy, and I clubbed that. I didn't think it was going to, but after melting the whole bar, I'm like, nope, I gotta club that. Shaka. Now, I've heard that people think this is an old man cologne scent. I think this is a very hip old man, if it is an old man cologne. I really like this. It's not as heavy as Mystery Man. I definitely clubbed this. I think I put it in my quarterly. I really like this. It's lime, sandalwood, and bergamot, and it's smooth without being cold or too sharp for me. Throws very well. I just really enjoyed this bar more than I thought, so that one went into my club for sure. The next one I've got here is Coconuts for Coconuts. This is a catalog bar, but this is one where peak melting season for coconut and suntan for me is definitely July into early August, and I needed this. So this has tiare flower. It's got a really nice fresh coconut kind of a smell. So it's sort of beachside, but also sort of floral, and it's really good. Nice and strong, excellent scent. So then I've got another sea salt mist. I have more Happy Go Lucky. Let's see what's left in here that I haven't talked about yet. a few things. I guess that I didn't order another one of the summer collection coconut bars in this specific haul. So that one has pineapple and peach and coconut, and it is somewhat similar to the coconut citrus parfait. I just really had thought that I'd thrown 2 of those in here. So if you like coconut citrus parfait, but you want something that has more of a pineapple and peach undertone, try the other one too, and then maybe melt them at the same time and club one or the other. If I was only going to choose one though, coconut daiquiri with the banana and the coconut and the vanilla, and like a little hint of lime zest in the background. This one is my favorite of the 3 just because I've adored it in the past and I know I love it, but I'm clubbing that and the coconut citrus parfait for now. Okay, so more coconut daiquiri. Farmer's Market. Farmer's Market is beautiful, but I'm just worried about strength. So this has carrot, cucumber, and rose, and it's definitely got some apple in the background. This is a very nice, almost sweet, clean, fresh scent. As a kid, my mother went on this health kick for a couple years that like scarred me for life, and she would juice carrots and celery and all that, and then run around the house chasing me with this cup that I did not want to drink. I mean, who wants to drink foamy green liquid that looks like it came out of a mad scientist lab? But anyway, she thought she was doing me a favor. I think one of my kids, because of course she revived that when my children were little, I'm pretty sure one of my daughters talks about opening up second-story bathroom window and dumping the celery juice concoction down into the garden and not telling Grandma. Anyway, so Farmer's Market sort of gives me happy memories of that, but it doesn't smell bad in the bar, but it kind of evokes that scent you'd get in the kitchen when you had all those fresh vegetables being juiced. And then, of course, you'd have to add an apple so you could kind of drink it. Anyway, and if any of you are diehard juicers, that's fine. It's just, I've done it. It works. It's a lot of work to get a cup of fizzy juice that tastes like the earth. Anyway, Surfer Chick, very happy. I think I clubbed this. This is one I may not keep in the club just because, as good as it is, I won't melt a ton of it. So this has got blackberries and cherries and guava and lemon tonic, whatever that is. It's really nice, though. Between this and Reggae Sunset, just because I know my melting preferences, I'll melt more of the Reggae Sunset, but I think that this and Surfer Chick, that and Surfer Chick, were the most unique bars in this whole thing, and I really wanted to celebrate both of them and melt them quite a bit. So, what else do I have in here I haven't talked about? I have a couple of Highway Run. Now, this bar, the other day, it struck me what this reminds me the most of, and it is Cambridge. This is so good, you guys. It's not quite as sweet because Cambridge has definitely got like almost like a forest ground full of drying pine needles. It's got that, and I don't even know what the actual scent note is, but that's what it smells like to me, with some vetiver and probably some sandalwood. This has similar notes though, and it's subtle. It's really, really nice. I'm thinking in 6 months this will strengthen and it will be a rock star. So good. So it's warm and mellow and somewhat masculine, but not cologne-y at all. So this has eucalyptus bud, cedar, amber, and vetiver grass. So the vetiver and the cedar, I'm thinking those are probably also represented in the bar Cambridge, which I wanted to see in this BB&B, but it wasn't there. I think maybe because we had it exactly 5 years ago. It's been a long time. I've got my half of a clam that I'm hoarding of that bar. So Highway Run will have to do until I get Cambridge back, and it's just really, really nice. So I have a couple of those. And then I did get 2 of our coffee bar, which is Breakfast Blend. A lot of people are liking this one. And since Scentsy doesn't do coffee well, I didn't throw this one in my club. But, by the end of the month, after I melt some more of this, I might. It seems to actually smell pretty much like a nice, solid cup of medium roast to dark roast coffee. It's pleasant, so I need to melt more of this, and I like to mix my coffee with caramel, so we'll see if it's a good mixer or if it gets a weird note when I mix it, and that will probably determine whether I club that or not. More Farmer's Market, more Surfer Chick, more, I think everything else in here is a repeat. Yeah, everybody else in here is a repeat. So those are all of the bars that I got, and just kind of going back through our 25 Bring Back My bars here. Apple Crush was not one that I loved. Berry's Jubilee, no. Berry Bubble Blue, if I liked Cotton Candy Blue bars, I would have clubbed that. It was a very good performer. Blackberry Meringue was just kind of okay for me. I got more Breakfast Blend, Buzzworthy. I took half a cube of Buzzworthy a couple days ago and put that cautiously with a bunch of Very Vanilla in one warmer, and then did the same thing way across the house, and then I sprinkled in a bunch of Cutie Pie Cupcake in between. It tamed the buzzworthy, and it was nice. But kind of like Beach, which I hope that I don't have like a buzzworthy revival in a couple years and complain about not clubbing that the way that I just found out I wish I had Beach. But the buzzworthy, I've never like loved it. So I think I'm going to pass on getting more of that, considering that I've got 6 or 4 cubes left and I can stretch that like I found out I can. The Coconut Citrus Parfait is fabulous. Coconut Daiquiri is amazing. Dark Harbor is amazing. I personally did not care for Dulce de Leche when I finished warming that. That one was just a no for me. It was too strong and kind of bitter caramel, but that was just me. Farmer's Market's great. Happy Go Lucky, Highway Run, Juicy Peach, Lemon Lavender. Bought more of all of those, clubbed some of them. Lemon Verbena, that's still like one of my top 3 or 4. Lemon Sugarcane, Red Delicious, Reggae Sunset. Now the Sandalwood and Cranberries, some people are loving it. I could not stand that bar. It just smelled like Robitussin tastes. Can't do it. Sea Salt Mist, still think it's the most gorgeous profile of scent in the group. Sea Sun and Fun, totally my favorite for nostalgia and performance. Shaka's great, Surfer Chick is great. And I did an insurance policy and got one more of Wild Watermelon. So those are all really good. And I think I had more fun with this round of Bring Back My Bars than I have in a long time, because there were so many that were new to me or I hadn't smelled in years, and they were excellent for summer. And I'm looking forward to melting the rest of them. So last thing in this little haul, or big haul, are 2 warmers. I have the one that I was poking fun at myself for not buying. And then for my friend's daughter, I got the Golden Meadow. I am not going to unbox this one all the way because it is a gift, but I will show you the body of the warmer so you know what it is. This was new, I think, last fall-winter catalog. I think it's one of the nicest newer warmer scents he's put out, where the price is fair, it has a gorgeous glow, and it's just a gorgeous warmer. So you can see it through the packaging. I'm not going to unpackage the whole thing. I did this last fall winter. If you want to go back and look at, I think, my new season sales kit for the fall winter of 2023, it's in there, but it's got etching on the inside, and this glow is the most beautiful, just nice white porcelain that gives it somewhat of a rosy yellow glow with the 25 watt bulb. It's a great warmer, but that's for somebody else, so I'm not going to pull it all the way apart. And last but not least, I have the Diamond Milk Glass Warmer. You would think, being a Scentsy consultant and having been with Scentsy for so long as a customer, that I would have bought this years ago. Everybody says it is a great performer, it is an element warmer, it's just like a Scentsy Classics classic, so I finally got it. Goes with everything. It's just so cute. So it has white, let me turn this off, white milk glass, diamond, and little beaded finish all the way around it. It holds 4 cubes. And being an element warmer, it's not going to light up or anything. But it's petite, it's classy, and I am going to be working into like a sunflowers, daisies, maybe add some chickens and apples and pears kind of a motif for late July and early August. And I thought, this classy little guy, yeah, really cute, will be very nice with that type of thing that you see behind me there that I'm working towards in a couple weeks. So this is really pretty. It's got that good old-fashioned Scentsy attention to detail. It's very textural, and I think it's going to be easy to keep clean. I don't know how many watts this guy is. Let's see. I've always heard it was a really good performer, so I know the wattage doesn't matter that much, but where are we? We are 12 watts. We are 12 watts. So that's really good. And that must be why this one's always been bragged on as such a good performer, because usually 8 or even 10 is nice. So 12 should be amazing. So this one, and then the last haul that I did where I bought a warmer, I got the Southern Hospitality, which I know is only 8 watts. I'm going to plug both of these in and try to get an updated review, because somebody was asking me about the Southern Hospitality on both of these element warmers, and I'll try to put some thoughts on Instagram by this weekend on those. So this is Elizabeth Quinn with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. I hope that you enjoyed my sort of scattered Bring Back My Bar and other acoustic accoutrement kind of a haul. And being that it is now the middle of July, we just had a really cute flash sale. Unfortunately, I was getting 3 different things in my mouth done. I had a couple of cavities that I'd been ignoring for a long time, and there was another repair that they were doing, and it was right at 3 o'clock yesterday. So, not that I needed anything, because it was all Christmas in July, and it was a great sale, and thank you to everyone who supported my consultant website with so much excitement. I've had fantastic sales. Thank you so, so much. But I wasn't able to get anything that I might have even sort of wanted. I debated on the Arctic Kiss washer wrist by the time I was finally out at 5 o'clock out of the dentist. But the things that I would have wanted, they were gone long before I was able to get out of that dentist chair and think straight. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents, enjoying all the Christmas wax that I've already got. And I hope that if you ordered that you love all of the things. They had bricks. They had some really lovely warmers. They had all sorts of cool stuff. So have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed the haul. God bless. Bye-bye.